I'm with Elias Najjar from Track in Bethlehem. Now, Elias, what is Track?
Track is a company that established to help the coming generation, the next generation, to have quality trainings to equip them for all what is happening around. So we want them through the trainings that we will provide through Track to engage the youth in the market, engage them in the technology, engage them with the abilities that they need in order to grow in their influence, in their practical steps, help them to take action in their lives. And so this is, part of what we are doing here.
Is this just new, something that you're doing, and is there a need for this in the community?
Yes, this is a new. We opened the Track 1 year ago. And the youth in Palestine in general, they are from the age of 0 to 29, they are 66% of the population. So this generation, we must take care of them. If we didn't, they will grow looking at their phones without equipping themselves. So we want them to not just looking and seeing their screens, but we want them to build their ability in a way to grow and to be able to make a change.
So what sort of things are you going to be teaching here?
We will do trainings in leadership. We will do trainings in how I can make a proposal for my project. We will teach them how to make a plan for a project that they can do. We will teach them how to make a financial plan for their lives or for their dreams. So in this way, we want to teach them skills in general, to teach them how to do things, how to not just knowledge, but practical things in order to be able to do it by themselves. So we want them to be able, if they have an idea, especially like business idea, so we want them to be able to make the plan, make the proposal, make the financial plans, be able to know how can I market this idea, how can I contact people about my idea. So this is why we want them, this is why we are trying to teach this generation.
As people have these skills, will it help them to stay in the land as well, rather than just going out and to going to the West?
Most of the people here, they encourage their children to find a job, to be employees. And I think this is not a good idea because we are limited in this. So you will find many youth, they are not having any jobs. So now, according to that, when we give them these skills and teach them how to do their own projects, their own plans, to make their dream true and train them how to make it real, I think this will play a role to give them a chance to connect with the land here and dream on their plans and projects instead of thinking to go out and start as an employee or as a worker outside. So we are trying to show them that the stability of your life, it will not come because you are employee, but it will come because you are making your dream true and make it happen. So this is part of what I am thinking to do here in Track.
Is it helping, just sparking a vision and a dream to help them go forward?
Yes. So we want them to have this dream, to have this vision, and work hard in order to make it able. They will be able to see it on the papers and then be able to see it practically in the community.
So you're helping the community. Are you also helping the church as well? And what are you doing with the church?
Yeah, I want to mention that I have like two trails, let me say, one is for the community as the points that I mentioned to you. So trainings, leadership, like projects, we are thinking to make like saving groups. This saving groups, so we will make groups of people, they will save. And when they save this money, so during the saving program, we will teach them how to make their programs able to be, let me say in another word, while we are saving, we will teach them about the plannings and all of that. So as soon as the program will finish, they can make partnerships together or even with others, in order the money they saved, it will be the money that they will start from it. So this is one side. This is all in the community, and we will do that in partnership with some churches too. So in the Christian work that I am thinking to do, so we are here in Track looking forward to train people how to work with children and youth, especially the children ministry and the youth ministry. So we want to give them skills. We want to teach them skills, how to work with children, what they need, how we can make the story beautiful and they can interact with it in a good way, how to work with youth, how to think like the youth and try to make the influence on them, how we can make a program for 1 year or for even 6 months, what we can do in our weekly meetings or bi-week meetings. So we want to make a trainings to empower the people who want to work with the children and youth. And this is all because we are a youth community. So if we didn't work hard to equip people who can make like an influence, Christian influence, if we didn't equip people to be a servant leaders to the youth who are in the community, so we will lose this generation. So in Track, we are trying to play two ways. One to help the community and one to help the church. And we are walking this path or this track, so we will be able, God will give us a new points. God will open some doors, will directed us to see something and improve and grow in this field until we will do what God wants us to do.
And of course, when many people get saved, they were saved when they were children and youth, weren't they? So it's very, very important mission field as well.
Yes, this is, we will help people to know more about their Christianity, their faith, when we are doing this with the church programs. And, we are called to be salt and light. So anywhere and anything we are doing, so we will be like Jesus, so everything we are doing, it comes from our faith, it comes from our call, from our mission, and we want to be like Jesus, doing the good things and in the same time be, to be a witness for God's mercy and love.
Is there a need for discipleship training here within the Bethlehem community?
This is something important. Discipleship program is good, and it's not even good. It's very good, and you need to have this, especially with the young generation here in the country. The discipleship program can make the people committed. They can make the people grow. It can make the people understand. It can make the people connected together. So this is important, I think. And this will help the local churches very much to grow again in numbers and in faith. And this will make a difference in the ministry even.
Now, we're a long way from Gaza and there's war in Gaza, but it affects Bethlehem. Does the war actually bring a sense of hopelessness into the children and the youth?
We cannot deny that the war brought very negative feelings, and many of the youth and the people here, they feel frustrated because the war showed that, unfortunately, the Palestinians are weak, and in the same time, the war is not doing enough to make the war stop. So now imagine, the idea that will be inside the youth. So they will think, wow, we don't have rights, we don't have abilities, and if something bad happens to us, no one will care. So according to that, unfortunately, this is like somehow it will be like a reason that for the new generation to think that here there is no stability or there is no future. And by the way, we as local, we don't want this idea to grow in the mind of the new generation. We want them to grow here. We want them to stay here. We want them to have rights and to have a future and to grow in a good atmosphere and with freedom. So this is important, but unfortunately the war is playing a negative role to make the new generation think in a negative way, unfortunately.
Are Christians still leaving the country?
Yes, the Christians are leaving the country, and the war played a big role to increase these numbers, unfortunately. So this is like a topic that from decades locally here, we didn't find a great solution to limit or to stop this. But we will continue to pray and at the same time to do. My idea is to limit the immigration. I think, as Elias, I think we need to make the faith in the heart of the people more active. The faith, it will give the people a call to be servants or to help in this country. So I think with what a lot of organizations and churches do to provide jobs or to provide homes or to provide a good lifestyle for the people here to stay, I think we need to work a lot for the spiritual life too, because the spiritual life, it will influence the mind, the heart, so the people can see why God is putting them here. They can see the purpose of their life, and this will help them, to see or to know that God is calling me to do something here. But without the spiritual growth and call, so the people will look for the better. And and for me, I think where God puts you, even if it's the worst place, it will be the best place. But when you go to the best place without a call, or without spiritual direction in this, even if you are in the best place, you will find yourself in the worst place. So it's important for us, the spiritual life, the spiritual growth, the call, the passion, the mindset, the heart. So this is all important to make it mature in the lives of the people here, especially the Christians, in order to be able to see where God wants me to be.
It must be very exciting working with children and youth and seeing them develop and grow over the year.
Yes, when you see them grow, development, you see that your goal is coming true. And I am very, very happy, when I see people taking action, especially the young generation, children and youth, when they are taking action in their life, growing, thinking, when they bring to me proposal about their dream or their project, when they start to think, when they start to discuss with me, about their future plans. So when I see this, I feel encouraged and I see hope in the middle of the darkness or the frustration nowadays.
What is your prayer for the future?
I pray for peace, first of all, stability in this country. It deserves to be a peaceful country. The people here are tired, so they deserve some rest. So we pray for peace, and at the same time I pray that God will use the local people here to bring hope. I pray that the Christian community will bring hope to the community in Palestine, to the people of Palestine. We are here like the hands of Jesus, so we need to have the heart of Jesus and the mind of Jesus, and then to do the work of Jesus here, to be a blessing to the people. So I pray that God will equip us as a Christian to be tools in His hand to help the community. In the same time, I pray for the new generation in Palestine, in general. I pray that God will protect them, open their heart and eyes, and use them in a good way. Like this is my prayer now.
If people would like to know more about the work that you're doing, what's your contact details?
Yes, now we have a Facebook page called The Track in Bethlehem here, and we have email, so you can contact us through email, phone number, so WhatsApp. So this is our contact now.
Okay, Elias, thank you very much.
Thank you too, and I appreciate your time and giving me this platform to speak. Thank you.